assistant, noun, someone who is present, a bystander, a witness, adjective, having a subordinate or auxiliary position, kick, noun, a hit or strike with the leg, foot or knee, verb, to strike or hit with the foot or other extremity of the leg, noun, one who kicks, noun, a particular type of Texan who is associated with country, western attire, attitudes and or philosophy, noun, an introduction, something that leads into the beginning of something, rock, noun, a formation of minerals, specifically, durable, noun, a durable thing, one useful over more than one period, especially a year, adjective, able to resist wear, decay, lasting, enduring, send, noun, the rising motion of water as a wave passes, a surge, the upward angular displacement of a vessel, opposed to pitch, the correlative downward movement, noun, an operation in which data is transmitted, verb, to make something, such as an object or message, go from one place to another, able, adjective, easy to use, sleepy, noun, the gum that builds up in the eye, sleep, gowned, adjective, tired, feeling the need for sleep, resist, noun, a protective coating or covering, verb, to attempt to counter the actions or effects of, scientist, noun, one whose activities make use of the scientific method to answer questions regarding the measurable universe. A scientist may be involved in original research, or make use of the results of the research of others. Chatted, verb, to be engaged in informal conversation. Disappointment, noun, a feeling of sadness or frustration when a strongly held expectation is not met. Force out, noun, an instance of an out created by touching a base in advance of a runner who has no base to return to while in possession of a ball which has already touched the ground. Verb, to cause something to be ejected. Finalize, verb, to make final or firm, to finish or complete. Reuse, noun, the act of salvaging or in some manner restoring a discarded item to yield something usable. Verb, to use again something that is considered past its usefulness, usually for something else. Relax, verb, to calm down. Demonstrations, noun, the act of demonstrating, showing or explaining something. License, noun, a legal document giving official permission to do something. A permit, verb, to give a formal, usually written, authorization. Chain, noun, a series of interconnected rings or links usually made of metal. Verb, to fasten something with a chain. Lights, noun, visible electromagnetic radiation. The human eye can typically detect radiation, light, in the wavelength range of about 400 to 750 nanometers. Nearby shorter and longer wavelength ranges, although not visible, are commonly called ultraviolet and infrared light. Noun, a stone that is not thrown hard enough. Noun, the lungs, now chiefly of an animal, being lighter than adjacent parts. Sheets, noun, a thin bedcloth used as a covering for a mattress or as a layer over the sleeper. Verb, to cover or wrap with cloth, or paper, or other similar material. Noun, collective noun meaning a large amount, when used of rain, or other precipitation. Cousin, noun, the child of a person's uncle or aunt, a first cousin. New, noun, things that are new. Verb, to make new, to recreate, to renew. Adjective, recently made, are created. Adverb, newly, especially in composition. Verb, to create, an object, by calling its constructor. Bicycle, noun, a vehicle that has two wheels, one behind the other, a steering handle, and a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb, to travel or exercise using a bicycle. Election, noun, A process of choosing a leader. Members of parliament, councillors or other representatives by popular vote. P. Noun. Abbreviation of penny. Pence. Noun. One of the many pieces of paper bound together within a book or similar document. Noun. A serving boy, a youth attending a person of high degree, especially at courts, as a position of honor in education. Preposition. For each. Preposition. After. Especially after a significant event that has long-term ramifications. Adverb. Somewhat. Fairly. Quite. Sometimes also. By meiosis. Very. Verb. To decorate with fringe or embroidered edge. Verb. To upset. To spin. Capsize. Fall heavily. Fall headlong. Verb. To flow with a murmuring sound in swirls and eddies. Penny. Noun. In the United Kingdom and Ireland, a copper coin worth 1/240th of a pound sterling or Irish pound before decimalization. Abbreviation. D. Verb. To jam a door shut by inserting pennies between the doorframe and the door. Now. Noun. The present time. Adjective. Present. Current. Adverb. At the present time. Conjunction. Since. Because. In light of the fact. Often with that. Interjection. Indicates a signal to begin. Airport. Noun. An airfield. An area designated for the takeoff and landing of aircraft, including one or more runways and, for commercial airports, one or more passenger terminals. Overwrite. Noun. The operation of destroying older data by recording new data over it. Verb. To destroy older data by recording new data over it. Applause. Noun. The act of applauding. Approbation and praise publicly expressed by the clapping of hands, stamping or tapping of the feet. Acclamation. Huzzas. Or other means. Marked commendation. Parties. Noun. A person or group of people constituting a particular side in a contract or legal action. Verb. To celebrate at a party. To have fun. To enjoy oneself. French. Verb. To prepare food by cutting it into strips. Cyclist. Noun. A person who rides a cycle, especially a bicycle, or who habitually engages in cycling. Brain. Noun. The control center of the central nervous system of an animal located in the skull, which is responsible for perception, cognition, attention, memory, emotion, and action. Verb. To dash out the brains of. To kill by smashing the skull. Olive. Noun. A tree. Olea europaea. Cultivated since ancient times in the Mediterranean for its fruit and the oil obtained from it. Adjective. Of a grayish-green color. That of an unripe olive. Matrix. Noun. The womb. Directed. Verb. To manage, control, steer. Adjective. In a manner emphasizing one's point of view. Deemed. Verb. To judge. To pass judgment on. To doom. To sentence. Adjective. An accreditation awarded to higher educational institutions in India. Model. Noun. A person who serves as a subject for artwork or fashion. Usually in the medium of photography but also for painting or drawing. Verb. To display for others to see. Especially in regard to wearing clothing while performing the role of a fashion model. Adjective. Worthy of being a model. Exemplary. Ourselves. Pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Us. The group including the speaker as the object of a verb or preposition when that group also is the subject. Couch. Noun. Couchgrass, a species of persistent grass, Elymus repens, usually considered a weed. Failed. Verb. To be unsuccessful. Adjective. Unsuccessful. Cinema. Noun. A movie theater, a movie house. Concise. Verb. To make concise. To abridge or summarize. Adjective. Brief. Yet including all important information. Question. Noun. A sentence. phrase or word which asks for information, reply or response. An interrogative, verb, to ask questions about, to interrogate, to inquire for information. Collaborator, noun, a person who works with others towards a common goal. Loyal, adjective, having or demonstrating undivided and constant support for someone or something. Rabbits, noun, a mammal of the family Leporidae, with long ears, long hind legs and a short, fluffy tail. Served, verb, personal, to provide a service, or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Communicate, verb, to impart. Census, noun, an official count or enumeration of members of a population. Not necessarily human, usually residents or citizens in a particular region. Often done at regular intervals. Verb, to conduct a census on. Airplanes, noun, a powered heavier than air aircraft with fixed wings. Verb, to fly in an aeroplane. Loan, noun, an act or instance of lending. An act or instance of granting something for temporary use. Verb, to lend something to someone. Secondary, noun, any flight feather attached to the ulna, forearm, of a bird. Adjective, next in order to the first or primary, of second place in origin, rank, etc. Meet, noun, a sports competition, especially for track and field. A track meet, or swimming, a swim meet. Verb, to make contact with, while in proximity. Familiar, noun, an attendant spirit, often in animal or demon form. Adjective, known to one, or generally known. Commonplace. Pickpocket, noun, one who steals from the pocket of a passerby, usually by sleight of hand. Verb, to pick pockets, to steal. Neighbors, noun, a person living on adjacent or nearby land. A person situated adjacently or nearby. Anything, of the same type of thing as the subject. In an adjacent or nearby position. Verb, to be adjacent to. Several, noun, an area of land in private ownership, as opposed to common land. Adverb, by itself. Severally, frequently. Adverb, at frequent intervals. Mode, noun, one of several ancient Greek scales. Close down. Verb, to stop trading as a business. Migration, noun, an instance of moving to live in another place for a while. Nested, verb, of animals, to build or settle into a nest. Adjective, embedded. Shopping, verb, to visit stores or shops to browse or explore merchandise, especially with the intention of buying such merchandise. Noun, the process of buying goods or services, or searching for those suitable to buy. Secreted, verb, to make or keep secret. Mentioned, verb, to make a short reference to something. Careful, adjective, taking care, attentive to potential danger, error or harm. Cautious. Nominating, verb, to name someone as a candidate for a particular role or position, including that of an office. Reallocate, verb, to allocate a resource to another person or purpose. Ankle, noun, the skeletal joint which connects the foot with the leg, the uppermost portion of the foot and lowermost portion of the leg, which contain this skeletal joint. Verb, to walk. By, noun, a flying insect, of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea, known for its organized societies, though only a minority have them, for collecting pollen and, in some species, producing wax and honey. Noun, a contest, especially for spelling. See spelling bee. Noun, a ring or torque, a bracelet. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter B. Noun, usually in the plural, any of the pieces of hard wood bolted to the sides of the bowsprit. To reeve the fore topmast stays through. Adjective, out of the way. Subsidiary, adverb, along a path which runs past the speaker. Preposition: near or next to. Noun: the position of a person or team in a tournament or competition who draws no opponent in a particular round, so advances to the next round unopposed, or is awarded points for a win in a league table. Also the phantom opponent of such a person or team. Interjection: goodbye. Another. Pronoun: an additional one of the same kind. Cappuccino. Noun: an Italian coffee-based beverage made from espresso and milk that has been steamed and or frothed. Bundle. Noun: a group of objects held together by wrapping or tying. Verb: to tie or wrap together into a bundle. Verb: often with on. To jump into a dogpile. Create. Verb: to bring into existence. Sometimes in particular. Adjective: created. Resulting from creation. Complex. Noun: a network of interconnected systems. Verb: to form a complex with another substance. Adjective: made up of multiple parts. Composite. Not simple. Monument. Noun: a structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons, or as a memorial. A commemoration. Verb: to mark or memorialize with a monument. Foundations. Noun: the act of founding, fixing, establishing, or beginning to erect. Outlet. Noun: a vent or similar passage to allow the escape of something. Special. Noun: a reduction in consumer cost, usually for a limited time, for items or services rendered. Verb: nursing. To supervise a patient one-on-one. Adjective: distinguished by a unique or unusual quality. Push. Noun: a short, directed application of force, an act of pushing. Verb: to apply a force to an object, such that it moves away from the person or thing applying the force. Calibration. Noun: the act of calibrating something. Jacket. Noun: a piece of clothing worn on the upper body outside a shirt or blouse. Often waist length to thigh length. Verb: to enclose or encase in a jacket or other covering. Do away with. Verb: to abolish, to put an end to eliminate. Round. Adverb: so as to form a circle or trace a circular path, or approximation thereof. Preposition: defining a circle or closed curve containing a thing. Noun: a circular or spherical object or part of an object. Verb: to shape something into a curve. Adjective: physical, shape. Million. Numeral: long and short scales. The cardinal number 1,000,000 to 106, 1,000,000. Canister. Noun: a cylindrical or rectangular container usually of lightweight metal, plastic, or laminated pasteboard used for holding a dry product, as tea, crackers, flour, matches. Verb: to pack into a canister. Dressing. Noun: material applied to a wound for protection or therapy. Regions. Noun: any considerable and connected part of a space or surface. Specifically, a tract of land or sea of considerable but indefinite extent. A country. A district. In a broad sense. A place without special reference to location or extent but viewed as an entity for geographical, social or cultural reasons. Noun: definite. The regions. The rest of the country excluding the capital city or metropolitan region. Frightened. Verb: to cause to feel fear. To scare. To cause to feel alarm or fright. Adjective: afraid. Suffering from fear. Recovered. Verb: to get back. To regain. A physical thing. In astronomy and navigation. Sight of a thing or a signal. Verb: to cover again. Department. Noun: a part, portion, or subdivision. Poverty. Noun: the quality or state of being poor, lack of money. Glitches. Noun: a problem affecting function. Verb: especially of machines. To experience an intermittent, unexpected malfunction. Appendices. Noun, something attached to something else, an attachment or accompaniment. Evolution. Noun, a change of position. Retirement. Noun, an act of retiring, withdrawal. Specialist. Noun, someone who is an expert in, or devoted to, some specific branch of study or research. Adjective. Specialized. Ketchup. Noun, a tomato vinegar-based sauce, sometimes containing spices, onion or garlic, and, especially in the U.S., sweeteners. Verb, to cover with ketchup. Complaining. Verb, to express feelings of pain, dissatisfaction, or resentment. Noun, the act by which someone complains. A complaint. Google. Verb, to deliver googlies. Sold. Verb, detransitive, to transfer goods or provide services in exchange for money. Appears. Verb, to come or be in sight, to be in view, to become visible. Shiny. Noun, anything shiny, a trinket. Adjective, reflecting light. Armed. Verb, to take by the arm, to take up in one's arms. Verb, to supply with armor. Later especially. Weapons. Adjective, sometimes in combination. Equipped, especially with a weapon. Aquarium. Noun, a tank, often made of glass, for keeping live fish or other aquatic animals. Seal. Noun, a pinniped, pinnipedia, particularly an earless seal, true seal, or eared seal. Verb, to hunt seals. Doorman. Noun, a person who holds open the door at the entrance to a building, summons taxicabs, and provides an element of security. In apartment buildings, he also accepts deliveries and may perform certain concierge-type services. Researcher. Noun, one who researches. Maintained. Verb, to support, someone, to back up or assist, someone, in an action. Adjective, showing maintenance or attention. Movements. Noun, physical motion between points in space. Fired. Verb, to set something, often a building, on fire. Adjective, dismissed, let go from a job. Noodle. Noun, usually in the plural, a string or strip of pasta. Verb, to think or ponder. Filtered. Verb, to sort, sift, or isolate. Adjective, with a filter, e.g., a cigarette. Crunching. Verb, to crush something, especially food, with a noisy crackling sound. Noun, a crunch noise. Ordinary. Noun, a person with authority, authority, ordinance. Adjective, of a judge, having regular jurisdiction, now only used in certain phrases. Spawn. Verb, to produce or deposit, eggs, in water. Scene. Noun, the location of an event that attracts attention. Verb, to exhibit as a scene, to make a scene of, to display. Empathetic. Adjective, showing empathy for others, and recognizing their feelings. Empathic. Knowledge. Noun, the fact of knowing about something. General understanding or familiarity with a subject, place, situation, etc. Verb, to confess as true, to acknowledge. Chess. Noun, a board game for two players with each beginning with 16 chess pieces moving according to fixed rules across a chessboard with the objective to checkmate the opposing king. Beneath. Adverb, below or underneath. Preposition, below. Sender. Noun, someone who sends. Changes. Noun, the process of becoming different. Verb, to become something different. Packed. Verb, physical, to put or bring things together in a limited or confined space, especially for storage or transport. Adjective, put into a package. Rides. Noun, an instance of riding. Verb, to transport oneself by sitting on and directing a horse. Later also a bicycle, etc. Rundown. Adjective, of a person, tired and exhausted. Noun, chiefly with definite article, the. A rough outline of a topic or situation. Section. Noun. A cutting. A part cut out from the rest of something. Verb. To cut. Divide or separate into pieces. Humbled. Verb. To defeat or reduce the power. Independence. Or pride of. Adjective. Usually qualifying a first-person pronoun. Grateful for the support of others. Touched. Honored. Flattered. Verb. Of an animal. To remove the horns. To poll. Horseman. Noun. A man who rides a horse. Lonely. Adjective. Unhappy because of feeling isolated from contact with other people. Attending. Verb. To set on fire. Kindle. Verb. To listen to. Something or someone. To pay attention to. Regard. Heed. Noun. A physician on the staff of a hospital. Especially the principal one that supervises a patient's care. Adjective. That attend or attends. That is or are in attendance. Attendant. Kill. Noun. The act of killing. Verb. To put to death. To extinguish the life of. Artwork. Noun. A painting, drawing, sculpture or other piece of creative, visual art. Incapable. Noun. One who is morally or mentally weak or inefficient. An imbecile. A simpleton. Adjective. Not capable. Of doing something. Unable. Funding. Verb. To pay for. Noun. The action of the verb fund. 70th. Noun. The person or thing in the 70th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 70. Meetings. Noun. Gerund. The act of persons or things that meet. Full. Adjective. Containing the maximum possible amount that can fit in the space available. Adverb. Fully. Quite. Very. Thoroughly. Completely. Exactly. Entirely. Shy. Noun. An act of throwing. Verb. To avoid due to timidness or caution. Adjective. Easily frightened. Timid. Condiments. Noun. Something used to enhance the flavor of food. For example, salt or pepper. How. Noun. The means by which something is accomplished. Adverb. To what degree. Conjunction. The manner or way that. Extraordinary. Noun. Anything that goes beyond what is ordinary. Adjective. Not ordinary. Exceptional. Unusual. Join. Noun. An intersection of piping or wiring. An interconnect. Verb. To connect or combine into one. To put together. Pool. Noun. A small and rather deep collection of. Usually. Fresh water. As one supplied by a spring. Or occurring in the course of a stream. A reservoir for water. Verb. Of a liquid. To form a pool. Noun. A pool of water used for swimming. Usually one which has been artificially constructed. Exude. Verb. To discharge through pores or incisions, as moisture or other liquid matter. To give out. Brother. Noun. Son of the same parents as another person. Verb. To treat as a brother. Interjection. Expressing exasperation. Localized. Verb. To make local. To fix in. Or assign to. A definite place. Adjective. Limited to a particular area. In a local vicinity only. Bungee. Noun. An elastic fabric-bound strap with a hook at each end, used for securing luggage. Oak. Noun. A deciduous tree with distinctive deeply lobed leaves. Acorns. And notably strong wood, typically of England and northeastern North America. Included in genus Quercus. Verb. To expose to oak in order for the oak to impart its flavors. Adjective. Having a rich brown color. Like that of oak wood. Same. Adjective. Not different or other. Not another or others. Not different as regards self. Selfsame. Identical. Pronoun. The identical thing. Ditto. Interjection. Indicates the speaker's strong approval or agreement with the previous material. Equipment. Noun. The act of equipping, or the state of being equipped, as for a voyage or expedition. Counselor. Noun, a professional who counsels people, especially on personal problems. Growth. Noun, an increase in size, number, value, or strength. Botanical. Noun, something derived from a botanical, especially herbal, source. Adjective, of or pertaining to botany, relating to the study of plants. Signature. Noun, a person's name, written by that person, used as identification or to signify approval of accompanying material, such as a legal contract. Adjective, distinctive, characteristic, indicative of identity. Its. Noun, one who is neither a he nor a she, a creature, a dehumanized being. Pronoun, the one, or ones, belonging to it. Close down. Verb, to stop trading as a business. Far. Adjective, distant, remote in space. Adverb, to, from or over a great distance in space, time or other extent. Refills. Noun, a filling after the first. Verb, to fill up once again. Sphere. Noun, a regular three-dimensional object in which every cross-section is a circle. The figure described by the revolution of a circle about its diameter. Verb, to place in a sphere, or among the spheres. To ensphere. Battery. Noun, a device used to power electric devices, consisting of a set of electrically connected electrochemical or, archaically, electrostatic cells. A single such cell when used by itself. Repair. Noun, the act of repairing something. Verb, to restore to good working order. Fix, or improve damaged condition. To mend. To remedy. Beware. Verb, defective, to use caution, pay attention to, used both with and without of. Obtained. Verb, to get hold of, to gain possession of, to procure, to acquire, in any way. Regrets. Noun, emotional pain on account of something done or experienced in the past, with a wish that it had been different. A looking back with dissatisfaction or with longing. Verb, to feel sorry about a thing that has or has not happened. After think, to wish that a thing had not happened, that something else had happened instead. Operator. Noun, one who operates. Colleagues. Noun, a fellow member of a profession. Staff, academic faculty or other organization. An associate. Broadcasting. Verb, to transmit a message or signal through radio waves or electronic means. Noun, the business or profession of radio and television. Adjective, sending in all directions. Apologizes. Verb, often followed by, for. To make an apology or excuse. To acknowledge some fault or offense, with expression of regret for it, by way of amends. Secondary. Noun, any flight feather attached to the ulna, forearm, of a bird. Adjective, next in order to the first or primary, of second place in origin, rank, etc. Bad. Noun, error, mistake. Adjective, unfavorable. Negative, not good. Adverb, badly. Renovations. Noun, an act, or the process, of renovating. Defending. Verb, to ward off attacks against. To fight to protect. To guard. People. Noun, used as plural of person. A body of human beings considered generally or collectively. A group of two or more persons. Verb, to stock with people or inhabitants. To fill as with people. To populate. Noun, an individual, usually a human being. Serves. Noun, an act of putting the ball or shuttlecock in play in various games. Verb, personal, to provide a service, or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Nest. Noun, a structure built by a bird as a place to incubate eggs and rear young. Verb, of animals, to build or settle into a nest. Applied. Adjective, put into practical use. Verb, to lay or place, to put one thing to another. Change over. Verb, to convert to make a transition from one system to another. Decency. Noun, the quality of being decent. Propriety. Responsibilities. Noun, the state of being responsible, accountable, or answerable. East. Noun, one of the four principal compass points, specifically 90 degrees, conventionally directed to the right on maps. The direction of the rising sun at an equinox. Abbreviated as E. Adjective, situated or lying in or towards the east. Eastward. Adverb, towards the east, eastwards. Failed. Verb, to be unsuccessful. Adjective, unsuccessful. Sacred. Adjective, characterized by solemn religious ceremony or religious use, especially, in a positive sense. Consecrated. Made holy. Passage. Noun, a paragraph or section of text or music with particular meaning. Verb, to pass something, such as a pathogen or stem cell, through a host or medium. Adjective, describing a bird that has left the nest, is living on its own, but is less than a year old. Commonly used in falconry. Confiscated. Verb, to use one's authority to lay claim to and separate a possession from its holder. Clip. Noun, something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb, to grip tightly. Baffled. Verb, to publicly disgrace, especially of a recreant night. Adjective, thoroughly confused. Puzzled. Lever. Noun, except in generalized senses below, a crowbar. Verb, to move with a lever. Certainly. Adverb, in a way which is certain, with certainty. Prescribe. Verb, to order. A drug or medical device. For use by a particular patient. Under licensed authority. Feel. Noun, a quality of an object experienced by touch. Verb, heading, to use or experience the sense of touch. Google. Verb, to deliver googlies. Council. Noun, a committee that leads or governs, e.g. city council, student council. Approve. Verb, to sanction officially, to ratify, to confirm, to set as satisfactory. Monument. Noun, a structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons, or as a memorial, a commemoration. Verb, to mark or memorialize with a monument. Applicable. Adjective, suitable for application, relevant. Agility. Noun, the quality of being agile, the power of moving the limbs quickly and easily. Quickness of motion. Alignment. Noun, an arrangement of items in a line. Add up. Verb, to take a sum. Pajamas. Noun, clothes for wearing to bed and sleeping in, usually consisting of a loose-fitting shirt and pants, trousers. Flowers. Noun, a colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Verb, to put forth blooms. Noun, something that flows, such as a river. Analyzing. Verb, to subject to analysis. Enlightened. Verb, to supply with light. Noun, someone who has been introduced to the mysteries of some activity. Religion, especially Buddhism. Adjective, educated or informed. Factory. Noun, a trading establishment, especially set up by merchants working in a foreign country. Adjective, of a configuration, part, etc., having come from the factory in the state it is currently in. Original. Stock. Cheer. Noun, a cheerful attitude. Happiness, a good, happy, or positive mood. Verb, to gladden, to make cheerful, often with up. Coordinated. Verb, to synchronize, activities. Adjective, organized, working together, cooperating. Roles. Noun, a character or part played by a performer or actor. Noun, an ancient unit of quantity. 72 sheets of parchment. Darling. Noun. A person who is dear to one. Adjective, dear, cherished. Move. Noun. The act of moving. A movement. Verb. To change place or posture. To go, in any manner, from one place or position to another. Lands. Noun. The part of earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb. To descend to a surface, especially from the air. Cupboard. Noun. A board or table used to openly hold and display silver plate and other dishware. A sideboard. A buffet. Cheat. Verb. To violate rules in order to gain advantage from a situation. Crawled. Verb. To creep. To move slowly on hands and knees, or by dragging the body along the ground. Snowing. Verb. To have snow fall from the sky. Lecture. Noun. A spoken lesson or exposition, usually delivered to a group. Verb. To teach somebody, by giving a speech on a given topic. Sooner. Adjective. Short in length of time from the present. Adverb. Immediately, instantly. Play. Noun. Activity for amusement only, especially among the young. Verb. To act in a manner such that one has fun. To engage in activities expressly for the purpose of recreation or entertainment. House. Noun. A structure built or serving as an abode of human beings. Receives. Noun. An operation in which data is received. Verb. To take, as something that is offered, given, committed, sent, paid, etc. To accept. To be given something. Force out. Noun. An instance of an out created by touching a base in advance of a runner who has no base to return to while in possession of a ball which has already touched the ground. Verb. To cause something to be ejected. Advocacy. Noun. The profession of an advocate. Formative. Noun. Grammar. A language unit that has morphological function. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the formation and subsequent growth of something. Backward. Noun. The state behind or past. Adjective. Of motion. In the direction towards the back. Adverb. Of motion. In the direction towards the back. Backwards. Inspector. Noun. A person employed to inspect something. Affecting. Verb. To influence or alter. Verb. To make a show of. To put on a pretense of. To feign. To assume. To make a false display of. Adjective. Producing or causing strong feelings and emotions. Interval. Noun. A distance in space. Except. Verb. To exclude. To specify as being an exception. Preposition. With the exception of. But. Conjunction. With the exception. That. Used to introduce a clause. Phrase or adverb forming an exception or qualification to something previously stated. Nick. Noun. A small cut in a surface. Verb. To make a nick or notch in. To cut or scratch in a minor way. Noble. Noun. An aristocrat. One of aristocratic blood. Adjective. Having honorable qualities. Having moral eminence and freedom from anything petty, mean or dubious in conduct and character. Rains. Noun. Condensed water falling from a cloud. Verb. To have rain fall from the sky. Noun. A rainy season. Emotional. Adjective. Of or relating to the emotions. Camera. Noun. A device for taking still or moving pictures or photographs. Personnel. Noun. Employees. Office staff. Disciplined. Verb. To train someone by instruction and practice. Adjective. Possessing mental discipline. Botanical. Noun. Something derived from a botanical, especially herbal, source. Adjective. Of or pertaining to botany. Relating to the study of plants. Heartburn. Noun. A burning pain in the chest that is caused by stomach acid entering the gullet. Energize. Verb. To invigorate, to make energetic. Serves. Noun. an act of putting the ball or shuttlecock in play in various games. Verb, personal, to provide a service, or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Adjoining, verb, to be in contact or connection with. Adjective, being in contact at some point or line. Joining to. Random, noun, a roving motion, course without definite direction, lack of rule or method. Chance, adjective, having unpredictable outcomes and, in the ideal case, all outcomes equally probable, resulting from such selection, lacking statistical correlation. Numbered, verb, to label items with numbers, to assign numbers to items. Finals, noun, a final examination, a test or examination given at the end of a term or class. The test that concludes a class. Sorted, verb, to separate items into different categories according to certain criteria that determine their sorts. Adjective, put into some order by sorting. Interjection, a general expression of approval. Embarrass, verb, to humiliate, to disrupt somebody's composure or comfort with acting publicly or freely. To disconcert, to abash. Burst, noun, an act or instance of bursting. Verb, to break from internal pressure. Peanut, noun, a legume resembling a nut. The fruit of the plant Arachis hypogea. Verb, to pull on somebody's tie as a prank, causing the knot to tighten. Deprecated, verb, to belittle or express disapproval of. Adjective, strongly disapproved of. Desire, noun, someone or something wished for. Verb, to want, to wish for earnestly. Pessimistic, adjective, marked by pessimism and little hopefulness, expecting the worst. Overcome, noun, the burden or recurring theme in a song. Verb, to surmount, a physical or abstract obstacle. To prevail over, to get the better of. Egg, noun, an approximately spherical or ellipsoidal body produced by birds, reptiles, insects and other animals, housing the embryo during its development. Verb, to throw eggs at. Natives, noun, an aboriginal inhabitant of a region colonized by English-speaking people. In particular, noun, a person who is native to a place. A person who was born in a place. Marmalade, noun, citrus fruit variant of jam but distinguished by being made slightly bitter by the addition of the peel and by partial caramelization during manufacture. Most commonly made with Seville oranges, and usually qualified by the name of the fruit when made with other types of fruit. Verb, to spread marmalade on. Beach, noun, the shore of a body of water, especially when sandy or pebbly. Verb, to run aground on a beach. Noun, a gravel-filled zone on a racetrack, used as a hazard, exclusionary region, and safety device to slow down and trap vehicles. Encryption, noun, the process of obscuring information to make it unreadable without special knowledge. Key files, or passwords. Crowds, noun, a group of people congregated or collected into a close body without order. Verb, to press forward, to advance by pushing. Noun, now dialectal, a fiddle. Verb, to play on a crowd. To fiddle, noun, an archaic stringed instrument associated particularly with Wales, though once played widely in Europe, and characterized by a vaulted back and enough space for the player to stop each of the 6 strings. On the fingerboard. Businessman, noun, a man in business, one who works at a commercial institution. Ants, noun, any of various insects in the family Formicidae in the order Hymenoptera, typically living in large colonies composed almost entirely of flightless females. Verb, to rub insects, especially ants, on one's body, perhaps to control parasites or clean feathers. Inviting, verb, To ask for the presence or participation of someone or something. Noun. Invitation. Adjective. Alluring, tempting, attractive. Mountain. Noun. An elevation of land of considerable dimensions rising more or less abruptly, forming a conspicuous figure in the landscape, usually having a small extent of surface at its summit. Hiring. Verb. To obtain the services of in return for fixed payment. Noun. The act by which an employee is hired. Reagent. Noun. A compound or mixture of compounds used to treat or test materials. Samples. Other compounds or reactants in a laboratory or sometimes an industrial setting. Empathetic. Adjective. Showing empathy for others, and recognizing their feelings. Empathic. Back. Noun. The rear of the body. Especially the part between the neck and the end of the spine and opposite the chest and belly. Verb. To go in the reverse direction. Adjective. Near the rear. Adverb. To or in a previous condition or place. Chef. Noun. The presiding cook in the kitchen of a large household. Verb. To work as a chef. To prepare and cook food professionally. Runes. Noun. A letter. Or character. Belonging to the written language of various ancient Germanic peoples, especially the Scandinavians and the Anglo-Saxons. Rod. Noun. A straight, round stick, shaft, bar, cane, or staff. Verb. To reinforce concrete with metal rods. Lived. Verb. To be alive. To have life. Adjective. In combination. Having a specified duration of life. Forget. Verb. To lose remembrance of. Situation. Noun. The combination of circumstances at a given moment, a state of affairs. Raise. Noun. An increase in wages or salary. Arise. UK. Verb. Physical. To cause to rise. To lift or elevate. Deprecated. Verb. To belittle or express disapproval of. Adjective. Strongly disapproved of. Lieutenant. Noun. The lowest junior commissioned officer rank. S. In many military forces. Often Army and Marines. Adjective. A military grade that is junior to the grade the adjective modifies. Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant General. Lieutenant Commander. Liquid. Noun. A substance that is flowing and keeping no shape, such as water. A substance of which the molecules, while not tending to separate from one another like those of a gas, readily change their relative position, and which therefore retains no definite shape, except that determined by the containing receptacle. An inelastic fluid. Adjective. Flowing freely like water. Fluid. Not solid and not gaseous. Composed of particles that move freely among each other on the slightest pressure. Starred. Verb. To appear as a featured performer or headliner, especially in an entertainment program. Harder. Adjective. Of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Cut. Noun. The act of cutting. Verb. Heading. To incise. To cut into the surface of something. Adjective. Participial adjective. Having been cut. Magnetic. Adjective. Of. Relating to, operating by, or caused by magnetism. Decreasing. Verb. Of a quantity, to become smaller. Classmates. Noun. A student who is in the same class at school. Elaborate. Verb. To develop in detail or complexity. Adjective. Complex, detailed, or sophisticated. Elephant. Noun. A mammal of the order Proboscidea, having a trunk and two large ivory tusks jutting from the upper jaw. Noun. A large size of paper, measuring 23 by 28 inches, or sometimes 22 by 30, or double elephant paper, 26 by 40 inches. Rune. Noun. A letter, or character, belonging to the written language of various ancient Germanic peoples, especially the Scandinavians and the Anglo-Saxons. Composed. Verb, to make something by merging parts. Adjective, showing composure. Network. Noun, a fabric or structure of fibrous elements attached to each other at regular intervals. Verb, to interact socially for the purpose of getting connections or personal advancement. Comparison. Noun, the act of comparing or the state or process of being compared. Families. Noun, a group of people who are closely related to one another by blood, marriage or adoption. Kin, for example, a set of parents and their children. An immediate family. Noun, a person belonging to a particular family, a close relative or relation. Encouraging. Verb, to mentally support, to motivate, give courage, hope or spirit. Noun, encouragement. Adjective, giving courage, confidence or hope. Bill. Noun, any of various bladed or pointed handweapons, originally designating an Anglo-Saxon sword, and later a weapon of infantry, especially in the 14th and 15th centuries, commonly consisting of a broad, heavy, double-edged, hook-shaped blade, with a short pike at the back and another at the top, attached to the end of a long staff. Verb, to dig, chop, etc., with a bill. Signed. Verb, to make a mark. Adjective, having a signature. Endorsed. Comb. Noun, a toothed implement for grooming the hair. Formerly, for keeping it in place. Verb, especially of hair or fur. To groom with a toothed implement, chiefly with a comb. Fuel. Noun, substance consumed to provide energy through combustion, or through chemical or nuclear reaction. Verb, to provide with fuel. Monument. Noun, a structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons, or as a memorial, a commemoration. Verb, to mark or memorialize with a monument. Noon. Noun, the 9th hour of the day counted from sunrise, around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Verb, to relax or sleep around midday. Nominating. Verb, to name someone as a candidate for a particular role or position, including that of an office. Cooperation. Noun, usually uncountable, the act of cooperating. Generally. Adverb, popularly or widely. Consume. Verb, to use up,